When I had my daughter, I was 17 years old. I was nearly 18 by that time, and then I was 19 years old when I had my son, Reuben. Yeah, there is a lot of stereotypes about young mums. It's quite annoying really, because I think quite a lot of the young mums are just as good as any 30-year-old, but I do think it depends on whether you're ready or not, because some people are obviously a little bit too immature, not grown up properly, but it depends if you're ready, I think. When I was pregnant with Gracie, I was judged by a lot of close people. Like, I didn't have that much support at the beginning, but then towards the end of my pregnancy, like, obviously family comes together, and I couldn't have had more support. Like, I was really lucky that everyone came together and helped me and just supported me. And I really did struggle with that. I felt alone. But now looking back, I know that they were so negative because they cared about me and they wanted the best, and they just didn't see the other side of how it would be. And now that I've had my children, and towards the end of my pregnancy with Gracie, they all came together and supported me, and now they wouldn't have it any other way. Like, well, Gracie and my mum are best friends, so.
Oh yes, we're going to put Reuben's socks on.
I saw that lady down below and she was going quite...
No, Mummy! Play me a song.
My children have routines. I think routine is important, just as long as it's not too strict, because you want them to enjoy the time as well. Like, they don't have a strict nap time. If they're tired, they'll fall asleep. Dinner time is about 12 between 1, like, it's not a set time, it's just around dinner time. Tea time's usually about 5 because they go to bed at 7. So they do have a routine, but not so strict that they can't enjoy themselves, like, oh, you've got to go for a nap now. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're tired, they'll fall asleep. I think a lot of people would probably, you know, think, breastfeeding in public, and a lot of people look down on it, but actually it's just the most natural thing to do, so it doesn't bother me. I felt as though I got the hang of it quite quick, but I have heard of cases where some mums struggle, but I was lucky, I suppose.
I always assumed he'd been raised by wolves.
You've had enough.
What's that?
You've had enough!
It was quite an experience giving birth in the car. We were on the way to the hospital for the second time, and my mum put a bin bag on the seat, because she just does that anyway, in case. But it didn't expect it to happen, but it all happened so quickly that, like, I don't really know how I felt at the time. It was just like, I wasn't scared or anything like that, it just happened. I suppose it was like I had quite a big adrenaline rush, and it just happened really quickly. When I gave birth to Gracie, I really enjoyed my time there. I felt as though I was looked after really well. But with Reuben, I went to the hospital because I said I was in labour, and they sent me back saying that I had a water infection. So it just makes me think that say if I ever did have another baby, or if any of my friends did, I'd just say, make sure they keep you there, because anything could have happened during my birth. I was just very lucky that it went well, like he was okay. I haven't had any bad experience whilst in the hospital, other than just being sent home. Like, I obviously wasn't looked over properly. But with Gracie, I had a good experience, so I suppose I've had a bit of both. Benefits, that's another stereotypical question, isn't it, for young mums? But I do get some help from the government, but my partner works full-time as well. So I don't have as much as other people may, which is great because obviously my partner works full-time. But I do feel as though, to be honest with you, I feel as though it's not fair, because if I wanted to go back to work, it would be really expensive for me because of childcare. So I'd be spending £300 a week on childcare just to work. So I'd probably be giving more than I actually earned. In some cases, I feel that mothers are given a bad name for being on benefits, whereas they're actually just doing the best that they can for the children, and it doesn't mean that they aren't going to ever work again. Do you know what I mean? Like, whilst their child is young, it's nice for any mum, whether they've been working or not, whether they're on maternity leave. I think it's just nice for the mum to spend time at home so as to get that bond with the child, for any mum.
first arrived in the hospital, I felt very happy to bring him home and just carry on with my life, but I was scared because of all the responsibilities, like bringing up a new child, and I would be responsible for him for his whole life. If he drinks it all in one go, he gives himself a hiccup. The birth went well because I was happy to take him home. I was more worried because I had a C-section, because I was scared of the numbing thing wearing off halfway through and being able to feel everything. Becoming parents has brought us closer together because it's meant we have to work together to do what's best for him and cooperate more. I've had a lot of support from family and friends. My family have done loads, like brought so much for me, and my friends have been there all the way through supporting me, so yeah, they've been very supportive. I feel like becoming a mother has changed me. Like, I can't just go do what I want all the time. Like, I've got to prepare in advance before going out, like taking the pushchair, making bottles, getting nappies ready. And it has made me more mature. Like, I just have to act not on what I want, but what's best for him. Well, it's very inaccurate. There are loads of young mums who are better mums than older women. Older women just think because they're older they know more and they don't have to try as hard. That's what I think anyway. But young mums feel they have to try harder to make the babies' lives better. I'm coping as a mother well, I think, compared to the beginning. At the beginning, I think I did struggle because I wasn't used to the whole crying baby and changing nappies and everything, and I just got stressed, I think. But I'm used to it all now, and I think I'm doing okay. Becoming a parent has affected my social life quite a bit because I can't go out and go pub with my friends all the time, or I can't go out because I've got no one to look after a baby, or if my mum's working or something. But I still have friends who come see me quite often, so it's not really that bad. The only problem we've had is when we had to take him to the hospital when he was 2 weeks old. He had a rash all on his forehead that was like all lumpy and red and horrible, and he was crying constantly and scratching at his face. So we took him to the hospital and it turned out to just be a normal baby rash. I panicked a little bit, but my partner was more panicky and worried and not as calm as I was. But obviously when they said it's fine, it's nothing to worry about, we both felt completely relieved. Things I found hard so far are the nappy changings and getting used to when he's hungry and why he's crying at certain times. But obviously as time's gone by, it has gotten easier and I know what he wants when he wants. Partner has coped rather well becoming a parent. He did better than me at the beginning, I think. But I think he's done so well because he's got a 5-year-old little sister, so obviously he's been used to crying and nappies and everything. And he's just done really well.